Starr Park can make meteors fall wherever it wants. So how does he do this with advanced space technology?
We'll continue this episode of Space Junk after the break. Today's episode is sponsored by Meteor On Demand. Meteor On Demand is the only personal meteor delivery service that brings a meteor straight to your door. You don't have to have a podcast to appreciate the convenience of a good delivery service. That's why I'm such a fan of Meteor On Demand. They take the confusion out of meteor delivery so you don't have to fuss with ancient prophecies or star charts to get what you want when you want it. Simply open up the Meteor On Demand app and a personal meteor will drop into your general vicinity. It's that easy. My partner loves Meteor On Demand's gift delivery feature too. Dropping a meteor on someone is way more personal and memorable than flowers. And for a limited time, podcast listeners get free delivery on their first meteor order with the code SEEYOurCrater. And now, back to our show.
I also believe that Starr Park uses stars as energy.
Good morning. You are having a good morning.
I am having a good morning. Are you having a good morning? No? How about now?
The weather is lovely. Isn't the weather lovely?
The sun is shining bright. The sun is a powerful star.
Your smile is your window to your soul. Don't let your teeth hold you back.
Don't hold back. Really bend your soul to be happy.
Bend your voice so that it hears you.
Make voice say WKBRL.
This is acceptable radio.
The star symbol in the park's logo and the name of the company explain this. Supergiantstarrcorp Corporation also has a star in the intro. Speaking of stars, let's take a look at the life stages of stars. First it becomes a gas cloud, then it becomes a massive star, a supergiant. The name of the Starr Park company is Supergiantstarr Corporation. So this star must be a supergiant. Then the star runs out of energy and a supernova explosion occurs. Then there are two options, pulsar and black hole. Starr Park passed to our dimension using the supernova explosion of a supergiant star. So what are black holes and how did they get into our dimension? The black hole absorbs everything, including light, and rises to singularity.
Singularity? Huh? Singularity? Is there an echo in here? No, I said it twice because that's how important it is.
Singularity is an unpredictable breaking of space and time. And if the white hole, which is the opposite of the black hole, throws out again everything that the black hole attracts, that is, maybe to another dimension, maybe to another galaxy, if the white hole really exists, Starr Park used this to cross into our dimension. We see this in the 8-bit mini-game. Starr Park is actually a theme park from a different dimension, and they managed to get into our dimension the way I described.
Project yourself onto the outer reaches of the infinite galaxy. With laser focus, you can find yourself shining brighter than any star there never was, because you're tuned in to WKBRL, and you are drifting through space.
interdimensional theme parks. Do they exist? Obviously. Are they expensive? You bet your butt!
There is a Disneyland theme park in our dimension. Starr Park must have passed from our dimension to other dimensions, and they import the warriors from Starr Park into the game and we control them. In our dimension, Supercell and StarrCorp are collaborating and making us play Brawl Stars by pretending it is an innocent game. But in real life, we are controlling people in the theme parks between dimensions.
Simulation theory, you know about it, of course you do. But what if it's true? What if everything is a lie? Everything illusion. It's all a game. It's all a game. I'll tell you this right now. You ain't gonna turn the game off of me. Come on, turn it on, turn it off. See what we can do. I am spinning out, and I am inside a simulation. That's all we see around us. Illusions, lies, half-truths, inversions. I'm not doing it. What is it? Not thinking. Think about it. Yes. Okay. Simulation. How do we know that we're real? That I'm real? That you're real? That any of this is real? A lot of it seems not that real sometimes. A lot of us get to a point where I'm really sure that I don't think I even can control my arms and limbs. Who's controlling who? Where's the simulation? I have to go to the bathroom. Is that a conspiracy? Science points to yes. Why did they give us water? Take yourself a chill pill and wonder out loud to yourself, who is controlling my character? Is it me? Or is there a second player out there? Player 2 has entered the game. Wow! You change one letter in gems and you get germs. That's right. They got things we ain't even thought about before. And they have them before we can even conceive the notion that they exist. That's what we're talking about. And it's not going to be a fun time to go up there unless you can get through the rainbow door. Now, of course, allegedly there is an exit. And it does involve penguins. Now, back to penguins. Why are they wearing that formal dress? What kind of party are we talking about? Oh, they're so fancy. What are they doing and why do they have to dress up so much? I know for facts that penguins are devious creatures. They are in an alliance with many seabirds beyond the borders of this dimension. Interdimensional birds.
Penguins are sneaky creatures and they are interdimensional birds in alliance with birds outside this dimensions. What is meant here? In our game, the only penguin brawler is Mr. P and the interdimensional birds are StarrCorp. Because they went to our dimension and gave us information about Starr Park, just like a pigeon sending a message. So who exactly is Mr. P? Of course, Supercell CEO Ilkka Paananen. The letter P comes from here. In this case, Supercell is Mr. P and interdimensional birds are Starr Park. The birds on our game's maps are a reference to this. The glitch in the Starr Park video is because Starr Park is from a different dimension. Like in the movie Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Time flows backwards in Starr Park.
Oh, God. I can't talk for long. Tick, tick, tick. Clock is ticking. But the weird thing is, it's ticking backwards. Oh, man.
To ensure a safe and enjoyable experience for all our guests, please respect the following rule. Time is an illusion.
Starr Park used alien DNA to produce a mutated fluid that mutated plants and brawlers. They controlled the minds of the brawlers with various methods. For example, with star hats and radioactive foods, they put our brawlers into a coma and erased their memories. brawlers should do from WKBRL radio. They control their laughter, exercise, sleep. They control their dreams with radio waves. They also empower brawlers with gems that drive them crazy and make them angry and mutated.
Добрый вечер. Звуки, которые мы слышим сегодня, являются рентгеновскими лучами. Они исходят от PRDPL-158 и доносятся к нам из галактики, находящейся между Месьер-81 и Сомбреро, 12 миллионах световых лет от Земли. Данные переведены в аудиопульсации Юрием Горьким из Роскосмоса.
Roscosmos is the real-life space agency of the Russian state. The Sombrero Galaxy, otherwise known as Miser Object 104, is located 31.1 million light-years away from Earth. I'm making the assumption that the X-rays being emitted are from a space object located between the two galaxies mentioned, and said object is located 12 million light-years away, as the clip says. Since X-rays help detect bones, and Sombrero is explicitly mentioned, is this clip referencing Poco in some capacity?
Get rough!
Look! My favorite brawler! Go, go, go!
Brawlers from all across the park are joining up to Star Force. They're state-of-the-art. They're clever and smart. They're doing their part. Are you? Discover sentient beings, defeat villains, explore the galaxy, take your brawling into orbit. Join Star Force. Would you like to brawl more?
Would you like your own ad featured in this year's Brawl Stars World Championships? Just come up with a cool Brawl Stars product or ad idea, and we'll do the rest. Add your ideas in the comments below. We'll be making a new one every month.
Don't forget to watch my old theory videos and subscribe to the channel and like it.